The Echoes of Reality, a Muslim's Reflection. On a crisp winter morning, Ibrahim sat by his window, gazing at the bustling world outside. The hum of modern life had engulfed everything, drowning the whispers of ancient wisdom. He couldn't help but wonder, where were the Muslims of today headed? As a devout Muslim, Ibrahim often found solace in reflecting on the Quran and Sunnah. Yet, the world he saw around him seemed to drift further from the essence of Islam. The streets were filled with distractions, people glued to their phones, losing themselves in trivial pursuits. Mosques, once teeming with worshippers, now stood half empty except during Ramadan. That day, Ibrahim opened a book detailing the signs of the Day of Judgment. Each sign felt eerily close, as if a mirror reflecting the current state of the world. The present-day struggles. Ibrahim thought about how the Ummah was divided. Nationalism, sectarianism, and petty disagreements had replaced the unity Allah commands in the Quran. And hold firmly to the rope of Allah altogether and do not become divided. Greed for wealth and worldly status dominated hearts. Social media became a tool for showing off, spreading gossip, and consuming haram content. Even acts of worship were sometimes performed more for public display than for Allah's pleasure. Marriage practices strayed far from the simplicity of the Prophet Muhammad, burdening families with excessive dowries and extravagant celebrations. Modesty, once the crown of Muslim identity, was now fading under the influence of modern trends. Ibrahim felt a deep pang in his chest. Were these not the very signs foretold? The signs of the Day of Judgment around us. The book listed minor signs of Qayamat, many of which Ibrahim recognized. 1. Widespread disobedience to parents. Respect for parents, once sacred, had diminished. Children often viewed them as burdens rather than blessings. 2. The rise of immorality. Zina, adultery, and shamelessness became widespread and normalized. The once clear boundaries of halal and haram were blurred. 3. Trust betrayed. Trustworthy people became rare, and positions of power were given to the unqualified. 4. The prevalence of riba, interest. Despite its clear prohibition, riba became the foundation of the global economy, plunging countless families into debt. 5. Knowledge taken away. Religious knowledge was slowly disappearing as scholars passed away, replaced by ignorant leaders who misled people. Ibrahim also recalled the major signs yet to come, but drawing closer. The appearance of Dajjal, the return of Isa, the emergence of Gog and Magog. He felt a shiver, a glimmer of hope. Amid this darkness, Ibrahim held on to hope. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Islam began as something strange, and it will return to being strange, so give glad tidings to the strangers." Ibrahim realized that being a stranger in a world far from Deen was a badge of honor. He decided to focus on himself first, purifying his heart, strengthening his prayers, and seeking knowledge. He started small, joining study circles and inviting others to the masjid. He used social media to share reminders and engaged in acts of charity. His actions inspired those around him, proving that one person can indeed spark change. A call to action. The story of today's Muslims is not just about despair. It is also about resilience and revival. We may be living in challenging times, but Allah's mercy knows no bounds. Each of us has a role to play in preparing for the hereafter. Remember the Prophet Muhammad's with advice. Be in this world as if you were a stranger or a traveler. The question remains, are we prepared for the Day of Judgment? Will we return to Allah with a purified heart? Ya Allah, guide us to the straight path, protect us from the trials of this dunya, and make us among those who are prepared for the Day of Judgment. Ameen.